I want to thank everybody for coming out here today. Obviously, it's a very, very special day for the Utica Comets and the organization. I want to take a moment to kick this off by welcoming members of the media who are here as well. And without further ado, let's get this started by bringing up a man who was elected as our mayor in 2011, and there has been no better supporter of the Comets organization than Mr. Robert Palmieri.
Thanks, so it's certainly an honor to bring in the greatest goaltender that hockey's ever known. But the fact, as I said, the roots started right here in Utica, New York. So I want to thank you, and it's an honor to have you here. And again, we are a hockey town, and I would be remiss if not to mention Rob Esch. As much as you were the roots of this great city and you being here, Rob Esch came back and gave us the ability to be who we are today. And today we're going to honor you because you need to be honored for all the great attributes that you've had for not only for the city of Utica, but for the NHL and how great you really are. So not only am I going to give you a mug, and I'm going to open the mug because it does say, Utica starts with you. And I don't ever forget that. And there's a pin in here that I expect you to keep near and dear to your heart.
There you go, perfect.
And we're not going to save the cigar that I gave him also. But first, I'd like to read this if I can. It's a proclamation from the city of Utica, whereas Martin Brodeur was born on May 6, 1972 in Montreal, Canada. And whereas Martin was drafted in the first round in 1990 National Hockey League, NHL, entry draft by the New York Devils, and played for the Utica Devils in 91 and 92. And whereas Martin played 22 seasons in the NHL, winning 3 Stanley Cup championships, 2 Olympic gold medals for Team Canada, and whereas Martin is one of the most accomplished players in NHL history, having been 9-time All-Star, 5-time William Jennings Trophy winner, 4-time Venza Trophy winner, and 3 times Hart Memorial Trophy winner. And whereas Martin is a winningest goaltender, not you, Rob, in the NHL, and was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2018. Now therefore be resolved that I, Robert M. Palmieri, the mayor of the great city of Utica, welcome Martin Brodeur and the greatest goaltender in NHL history back to Utica, and further proclaim today, the 6th day of April in the year of 2023, is Martin Brodeur Day in the great city of Utica. Where is 22, but he'll be here in 23. Also, we want to make sure that you have something to remember in Utica as you leave here, and this is something that we feel very dearly that represents how much you really mean to us, and we thank you very much from the bottom of our heart.
Thank you.
It's all you.
Yeah, well, thank you, Mayor. Thanks for you all to be here. This is a great honor. I think it's been great for me today to drive up from New Jersey and then getting to Utica. Just remember the first time I did it in 1992. Didn't know what I was getting into, but it became something really important for me. I think the AHL is a development league, and this is where you make your trace and get to be a real pro. And I think the support that you guys give me at that time was really appreciated. And right now I'm coming back 29 years later, and I work for the organization in New Jersey, and you guys are supporting all of our young prospects, and that's really important for the development. And we obviously appreciate Rob and everybody that's supporting the Devils here in Utica, and we wish them good luck for the rest of the year. And again, I'm excited for today, excited to see the rink. Just saw it from the outside. I'm looking forward to see inside. I'm sure it's a little different than when I played. So thanks again for everybody. Mayor, thank you again.
We thank you. We thank you.
Yes. We'll take a few questions from guys. Go ahead.
Mr. Brodeur, thanks for taking the time. I spoke with Tom Madison, Tom Fitzgerald, with the Devils organization for the year, and they said they want to build a winning culture here at the city. You obviously know what a winning culture is like. I think, okay, so what does it take to build a winning culture in hockey and also in life?
Well, I think it's important that you have support. You know, I think the support cast here in Utica has been great. I think the coaching staff that we put together this year, I think really is helping our young players. And for the first time in a while in New Jersey, we have time to send our young kids to the minors and make them better hockey player, better adults and NHL ready. And we see that when we call up some guys and the way they act and stuff. So I think it's an important part of the growth of an organization to have a really good base down in the American Hockey League.
And the way you see it, what does success look like both on the ice and outside the world?
Well, you know, we want them to have fun, to have success down here, so it translates to more success where we're at. I think we're a long ways from competing, you know, for a Stanley Cup. But you know, 2-3 years from now, I think all you guys that are supporting these young players, you'll see them in the NHL and excel. And I think it's tribute to you guys to be able to see that. I'm sure you saw that with different organizations, but the Devils are up and coming.
Martin, what do you remember most about your time here? It's you know, kind of you mentioned the development league, and as you kind of grew up, what do you remember about here?
Well, there's a lot of snow in the winter. Yeah, I had good memories. Robbie Thorek was our coach. He was the lone coach back then. I think budgets were a lot different when I played down here. But you know, my partner was Corey Schwab, and we alternate games. You know, I didn't play. Like, my development was a bit slow in Utica. You know, I was young. I was 20 years old, and I was able to kind of sit back and take in what a pro hockey player is. Came into Utica not speaking English that much. Understood everything, but I kind of pretend I didn't understand anything to make my life easier at times. But I had a great time. I think the community was great, and we had some good rivalries with Binghamton and Rochester back in the day. So these are the times I remember.
Is there one lesson that you remember learning most while you were here?
Well, you know, I think it's working hard. You know, I got called up, I think, for one game. It would have been easy for me to be disappointed. You know, when I got drafted, you know, my general manager told me that I was gonna take my time to develop and go in the minors. And I got called up at 19 years old. I played in the NHL before I played in the American Hockey League, so I thought it was going to be easy. So for him to send me down in the minors and not calling me up all year was it was a shock a little bit. And I just kind of took it as a challenge for myself. And when I did get a chance to make the big club in New Jersey, you know, I took it.
Martin, even though your time in Utica was brief, how vital do you think it was to be able to kind of get your feet wet in the minors, get used to kind of the pro action, to set you up for the career you had?
Well, I think it's huge for your development to spend time in the American Hockey League. Like I said earlier, you know, in the past years, we had a hard time sending our guys in the minors because we were so thin in the NHL, and so they had to make a jump and without, you know, developing themselves. And now we have the opportunity to keep these guys here and once in a while call them up and have a little bit of experience of what the NHL is. But I think all good players need to go through the American Hockey League ranks. You know, there's not too many Connor McDavids or Jack Hughes out there. So I think it's an important step in everybody's career. Well, it's been, I know for the last, this year, you know, obviously I followed more because our team is here, just by watching on the TV and all that, and the support and some of the posts on social media. It looks like you guys have something pretty cool here, so I can't wait to see it tonight.
Martin, do you have a favorite quote or mentality that kind of guided you for your career to be success that maybe other hockey players and people in general can adopt themselves?
For me, it's fun to have fun. You know, that's the way I played the game. That's the way I practice every day. That's the way I interact with people around me. I want to make sure everybody has a good time, but you have to be serious about what you're doing. But obviously, for me, put the smile on your face every time you have, like, in tough times and good times. You shouldn't be really reacting differently.
Guys, we got to move on after this. That's it. Anybody else? Okay.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much. Mr. Marty Brodeur.
I forgot the mug, sorry.
We'll get you